Assalamu alaikum, how's it? I'm Zaid Ismail, and so I've been told that I'm a bit too serious in some of my videos, so I'll try to keep this light because it's a very intense topic that I want to talk about, and that is this issue of labeling people's efforts based on what we think is the value of what they're doing. And let me just expand on that very quickly so that I don't bore you too quick. When we talk about just a housewife, and that's the label I want to latch on to today. We talk about just a housewife. We need to understand a few things about this, all right? And that is that if we're going to diminish the value of someone's efforts because we think they're just a housewife, because everything else that we're doing is so much more important and so much more sophisticated and so much more valued to society, because we like have these fancy careers with these fancy cars and fancy titles and all of that. I want you to consider something. You know that person that you look at and you think, bipolar. And you look at the other person and you think narcissist. And you look at the other one and you think, depressive. And all of these wonderful labels we like to give other people's struggles in life. I want you to consider that the reason they are that way is because chances are they probably also had a parent or parents that thought they were just a provider or just a housewife. You'll see where I'm going with this in a second. I'm going to try and keep this short. It's a struggle for me, but we'll try anyway. So when you buy into this label of just a housewife, just a provider, just a father, just a whatever it is that you want to consider is like bare minimum effort that someone's putting in, I want you to realize that you're not only diminishing your own worth in the process or that person's value to you, but you're also diminishing the value of what that means to establishing a wholesome society that everyone right now is complaining about. This world is such a crappy place and it's so cruel and so harsh, and you need to know how to stand up for yourself and claim what you need and all of this nonsense. Yeah, that's what happens when you say it's just this and it's just that. And for especially the Muslim men and women for that matter, because there are some women that are equally condescending to the efforts of other women who are trying to make a home for their family and find joy and value in doing so. I want you to consider this. I want you to please picture yourself standing in front of Aisha radiallahu anh, or one of the other beautiful and amazing women through Islam. And I want you to stand there in front of them and say, but you're just a housewife. A'udhu billah. That kind of arrogance is a reflection on how it is that we judge ourselves, not how we're judging just a housewife. It's our arrogance about how it is that we think that what we do is so much more important than what everyone else is doing, that if they don't value us for who we are, then it must be because they don't have the mental faculties or the connection with reality to appreciate exactly how amazing we are in what we're doing and what we're showing up with. No, it's never just a housewife. It's a mother. It's a nurturer. It's a caregiver. It's a support structure. It's a shoulder to lean on. It's a shoulder to cry on. It's so much more. And for single dads or single moms or stay-at-home dads or whatever it is, all of these morphing roles that we want to put labels against these days. Stop with the labels. Stop with the judgment. Stop with the self-loathing that you're projecting on everyone else because you think that no one knows how bad you've got it, so that's why someone else needs to just bear the brunt of it by you lashing out at them or projecting your insecurities on them. Stop with all of that and try for once to connect with compassion and understanding and kindness with yourself, and hopefully that will give you reason to want to be more sensitive and kind and compassionate with the people around you. So it always starts with you. And the reason it starts with you is because the moment you judge someone else harshly, that is a reflection of what your internal dialogue is with yourself. Stop projecting that on everyone else. Own your life. Own your sense of self. And if you didn't get the best start in life that maybe you had a right to, it doesn't mean that it's okay for you to go and lash out at the world and go and call people to be less than what they actually are just because it makes you feel better about it, or so that you can try and get someone to recognize your struggle. No, it's your struggle, not everyone else's struggle to recognize. Deal with it, own it, and rise above it. and stop expecting the world to be accountable for that. So the next time you feel like telling someone, yeah, you're just a housewife, or you're just a husband, or you're just a father, or you're just this or just that, the moment you use the term just, you're being a condescending asshole. And maybe we have too many of those in this world. That's why the world is in the state that it's in. Not because of any other reason, but because of that. So start with yourself. If you don't like who you are, figure out why. And don't blame your parents for it, and don't blame your wife for it, or your husband for it, or anyone else around you. It starts with you. It's self-worth. Self-worth is about how you feel about yourself, not how others feel about you. So if anyone is out there that has been told you're just a housewife, if you buy that, that's on you. If you accept that as being a definition of your self-worth and the value that you want to contribute, that's on you, not on them. Don't let other people's toxic sense of self become your toxic sense of self. Own your life. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. It was actually more than I wanted to say, but anyway, I'm Zaid Ismail. And if you think I'm missing the point on this, please do challenge me and post some comments and let me know what you think. And if you agree, let me know how this has been played out and how it's affected you as well, because the more we talk about this, the more we can normalize the fact that it's not okay for people to go about being judgmental and expecting people to just honor how it is that we want to judge them. We need to be more responsible than that. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.